Yes, so actually regarding security in EVM, it's still EVM considered and Solidity considered new. You know, we still don't even have 1.0 in Solidity. It's still 0.8. We still don't have like version 1. So I imagine how Cairo is new compared to Solidity and to EVM. And the reason that there are so many security vulnerabilities and exploits in DeFi and EVM is because there is like because it's new, it's still not very battle tested, and still there are billions of dollars deployed loan to total value lock on protocols, on DeFi protocols and on marketplaces. And I think with Cairo, the security part is even more challenging because it's even newer technology, newer language with less documentation, with less experience out there about security vulnerabilities. And if you think about it, I think the only reason that we don't see a lot of like exploits at the moment in like StarkNet is because it's still like kind of like the TVL is quite low. There is no like minute, but once the TVL will get bigger and bigger, the security there will be like a must.
Yeah, I agree. I think the other thing to add is that Cairo is a very, or at least Cairo 0. Before the Regenesis 1.0 release, it's a very low level language. It's almost comparable to an assembly language over a high level language. And that makes a lot of the writing code and making sure that the reasoning over your code a lot harder than it does for languages that are targeted or designed with the sort of security focus in mind.
Yeah, 100%. I'll jump in and I'll say that like any good startup, the Starkware team definitely moved fast and broke things. Just off the top of my head, I can think of 2 major security flaws that were introduced just because their documentation wasn't quite there. One, we actually wrote an article about, and we alerted the community. It was like a known issue, but at the time there wasn't enough attention to it. There was we could link to the article as well. Just something that exists in I think 80% of the contracts that we saw. Another vulnerability that was introduced, again, just because the Starkware team is moving fast and breaking things, and again, I have nothing but respect for them. It's how startups work. They got to be battle tested before they become truly secure. Is that they just had like deprecated calls that were still available on mainnet, and that introduced another really major bug. So I think just like with any system, like battle testing is the best recipe for security. And I think just being on par with the community and like reading up on all the updates, being part of the forums and all this is important, specifically at the early stage that StarkNet and StarkX and whatever else is released by Starkware is at right now.
I think it just underlines the importance of involving people like yourselves to, help you go over your stuff again and find things you may have become blind to because you've looked at it for countless hours.
Definitely. And again, like I have nothing but respect for the StarkNet team, but programmers make mistakes, as we all know.
Exactly.
Programmers and admins with EOA accounts with private keys. So in StarkNet, there are no EOA accounts, but there is still like permissions and ownable contracts, and we always make mistakes. We are human beings. It's still not Chat GPT or GPT 3 or 4 that is writing the contracts and controlling the keys.
Yeah, Chat GPT knows Solidity, but it still doesn't know Cairo. We tried.
Still doesn't know Cairo.
I think it would make more bugs than most people.
Definitely. So that's why we decided actually to step into Cairo and StarkNet early on, because we believe in the ecosystem and we think that security will be like a default need now and in the future. It's better to start including security in the development process and before even it's deployed on mainnet and there is like huge TVL at risk.